I don't know if this will make it to YouTube or not. It's just a practice game, but just in case, let's do a little welcome in, everybody. This is a practice game for the NAF World Championships, which are just starting up, which I didn't think I'd qualified for, and then there was a tournament in which I missed out on qualifying by a single spot, a NAF tournament with a qualifying ticket to the World Championships. And Seabros, who finished one spot above me, had to give up his ticket because of family commitments. So I wound up getting his ticket. So I'm now in the NAF World Championships, and I need to do a bit of practice on my roster. It would have been good to do more practice before everything started up, because then I could have maybe tweaked my roster more to what I liked. But this is what I've gone with. I have a tree man, I have a strip ball war dancer, a frenzy war dancer, a guard catcher, a leader thrower, one wrestle lineman, one dodge lineman, and the rest just rookie linemen. 11 players, 2 rerolls plus leader. And the apothecary, this is our opponent capture notes on OWA, who I think had a very interesting, good package in this. In fact, in the group of the tournament, I have drawn J-Lev, who took this. He's gone with the tree man. J-Lev went with yoga. I'm obviously always pro tree. Guard, dwarf blitzer, guard blocker, guard troll slayer. Guard on the troll slayer, not mighty bow, is interesting because they've gone for the tackle mighty bow stack on the blitzer. Blodge catcher, and 13 players with a halfling, 3 rerolls, and the apothecary. Interesting stuff. No inducements because it is a NAF tournament. Morning, Ali. And his daughter. I would love there to be public justice. This is obviously like not for me to control, but I would love it if someone submitted an all stunty tournament for the what do we want first here? I think we probably want defense first. I'm obviously a bit scared of just being bashed out. Well, it's a practice tournament. Let's try it and find out. I would love it if someone did a an all stunty competition for a ticket to the World Champs, because then the winner of that presumably would be much more likely to take stunties to the World Champs. So I think if you want to be that intrepid soul who suggests that, I think it would be a good thing, personally. And I'm pretty sure, unless it's already closed and I missed it, I'm pretty sure they're currently accepting submissions for the next tournament. So, as in, like, they've invited people to submit saying they want tickets. I think that process is currently open as far as I'm aware. It did cross my mind that maybe I should be an organised person and try and run a tournament, but I'm not a very organised person. Hey, J-Lev and Giraffe. How's your tournament going? I hope it's being run successfully. I'm sure it's all being run successfully. I meant to say, like, I hope you haven't any hiccups with tech stuff and all that stuff. Hopefully it's all going smoothly. I saw you had some very fun sheep. I saw some sheep, which I thought that was a pretty cool sheep. Hey, Christopher. Giraffe! J-Lev is bullying everyone with halflings, that's what I'm reading. So they've chosen not to fight our tree. We've got some dwarf on wood elf action here, and they're going to use a tree to 3 dice with that mighty blow hit. I assume, and I reckon this tackle mighty blow piece is going to come after our dodge piece, although we have just got a solid defense, which is fun. Could put this on here. Of course, the risk is that then the troll slayer just goes lol and knocks us down. What we could do is stick it over here, and then let's on a player with edge 3. Maybe that's the best one to put it on. It does put it to one side though, and they look like they want to go this way. I think that's the best square for it, so we're going to do that one. Means we're going to put someone else on the line. Tackle Mighty Boat obviously wants to hit this. Those are the ones we're moving. Let's see if that works out for us. Well, maybe it won't. We can't move that one, can we? Right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They could come all the way around and do that. See if they do. Pitch clear to human team. That sounds like J-Lev. Morning, Thelian. Ninja Around New World Champs applications are open now. Wow, double skulls on the first block. More of that, please. Can we have that happen in the real World Champs? I'm less fussed about it in a practice game. I'd really like that to happen a lot in the real World Champs. Specifically, when I play J-Lev and he tries to block me with one of his dwarfs, I want him to roll a double skull and then fail the 3+ loner. I specifically want that to happen to J-Lev. Can you hear me, J-Lev? I'm trying to talk it into existence. He can win his other games. I'm not cheering it. Oh my goodness. Speaking of double skulls on loners, they make the 3+ loner though. Wow, two double skulls on turn 1 for the OWA with the ball not even picked up. That is pretty unlucky. It's pretty unlucky. Again, am I wasting my good luck here before we get to the actual tournament? That's a worry. Hey Shamba and hey Foodin, if I didn't really say that. Thanks for the ping, Christopher. I might look at that after this game, because I'm not that good at the tech while I'm playing at the same time. I found good luck is a replenishing resource. Lies. Everyone has a very finite amount of luck, and I'm always using it in the wrong places. It's definitely not a replenishing resource. Okay, so we lost one player. Not too bad. But they have got into a cage, which obviously always best with Wood Elves when you can get onto there and put some pressure before they get into the cage. Definitely going to 3-dice this. Question is, am I going to follow with the tree if I have the option? That is to think about. Also, where is the blitz? They've done a pretty solid job here of just making a discouraging line in front. Pretty happy with my... Everything's okay here, so I think I can take this before I take the blitz. Lovely. I think we have to follow. There's a good chance we do just get knocked down, but in the end this is a guard piece that they want to keep in the action, and if we've got it tied up on a tree, then it's tied up on a tree. Okay, nice arm break on the dwarf. They haven't given us a great blitz anywhere. I think probably the best one is just this dwarf on the end of the line. Unless we stick you in here and hit the troll slayer, which does have some appeal. Careful with the rest, since wrestle will bring it down on the boat though, like that. Means we don't get stuck as we would have done if we'd gone with the war dance there. Problem with this build with the guard catcher is I have got too many pieces I want to protect, and it is making it difficult to think about positioning and where everything goes to make sure we don't just get this mitro attack while hitting one of our players that we care about immediately. is a genuine tricky aspect of this build. No worries, Puppet. Justice, have a great day. You like this Wood Elf uniform? Unfortunately, I cannot make this my official World Cup uniform because they won't let you change anything once it's all submitted. But I actually quite like it as well. Looks good. The red and the white. The trick is not to care about any of your players. Some truth in that. So, are we going to bring an assist in for the tree-on-tree action? Obviously, we've got the hit here. We're hoping that dodge works for us. They've only got one reroll left. It's one of the reasons I went for this, because like 1 in 9, they don't want to reroll it. And dodge is a good skill. Are going for the assist for the tree hit. They are not hitting our tree down, which is great because that means that now our tree can hit something smaller. This does have guard, so we're not going to be getting better than a 2 dice, but we'll take that 2 dice on the human at the end. What do we do first? Don't hate putting some pressure on here. Bit of a risky blitz here with the 1 in 9, but if it fails, not the end of the world. We'll put the rerolling because the leader is exposed anyway. Okay. Won't put the rerolling on a push. I would have put it in on a... One in 9. Do we want to follow this up? We follow it up. They're just going to take their hits. I think we're okay not to follow it up. Let's hit them. We've got the power there, I think we follow up, but not without the power. Good power for the tree. And again, not follow it up. Nice arm break. I think we can use this body here if we go here. Does mean they have the root in here, but just for a 1 dice. Gives us a little bit more weight. Could come around and push that infectory box. But that starts to commit them to forward movement away from their tree. Needs more pink wings, I make it happen. I can't promise anything. You heartless bastard. Goes for the 3 dice on the catcher with the tackle mighty bow, gets the POW, doesn't get the removal. Nice. Probably the point of the game where they're starting to think, oh, why aren't these elves leaving the pitch? They have got rid of 1. They do get rid of 1 on the first turn. So they have not gone completely without. But I definitely know that feeling of punching AV8 Plus and feeling like, where is my reward? Do you get another hit on the tree? They do knock us down this time. We stand straight back up. Good job, tree. Very, very happy with that. I reckon we're going for this troll slayer again. Gonna take this block, but I'm gonna hit the troll slayer first. Good. Didn't die, which is sad, but other than that, good. Could punch you this way. At some point they're going to want to start moving. They're an odd team, OWA, because they're not fast, but they have got this catcher who is fast. So there is like some potential in the team to not move too far and then accelerate when they need to. But in general, like most teams, they're probably happiest to keep the team close together than that. I say that as if I'm some sort of OWA expert. I have no clue. I've almost never played against OWA. I think I played them once on tabletop, which was a game I lost, but it was quite a few years ago. So I'm really inexperienced against them, which is another advantage actually for JLev taking OWA into the World Champs. It's just that a lot of coaches aren't used to playing them, which is like a meaningful thing. Like if you're not used to it, how does that affect you? Like what things don't you know that can hurt you? So I think we can call this a small success, right? Like small, this is not like, you know, game-winning stuff, but we are forcing them now to move away from their tree, which, yes, it comes at the cost of our tree, but on defense, the tree has limited movement, so it's only going to do so much. And the fact that they're now going to have to try and push forward, it looks like at the moment, of course, they need to be careful because I'm saying all this, they could pull back this way, but without taking their tree with them, I think that's a good thing for us. Are these just dodges? I think they might be this time, even though it's tempting to take this hit. To take that hit, we need to put our guard in. Maybe. What turn are we on? 4? They're turn 5. Maybe this is the turn to lean in. Maybe this is the turn to lean in. Take our hits. Good. Do not love the angle on this hit. I think we're leaning properly in this turn. I think we want them to feel pressured to do stuff. Could go for this frenzy, but if we get stuck, we get stuck, so no, it's not. Get us an extra hit, but if we fail, then we also get more stuck, whereas just being able to get back out has lots of advantages. So I took this block and I thought to myself, should I have taken that? Maybe it was better to not take that block and just force that action to happen. If that had been a 1 in 9, it would have given them some space. Maybe I shouldn't have taken that block. Turn 4. It's the last action of the turns. It's kind of non-critical. Nice to have though. We make it, we can even stand on this and they're really under pressure. Still got 2 rerolls left for the next few turns. Tough one. I think because we've done quite well this time, I'm more tempted to use it. Keep the pressure on. Because now it's just like another point of pressure on this cage. Like they haven't really got enough resources to hit all of those well. Certainly not if they want to move forward. I may have gone 1 turn too early on this. I'm not sure. Maybe they'll clear this and I'll take some too many hits and I'll regret it. But then if I leave it a turn and they push forward, I may regret it too. Like I think this was the right turn to try it. I think this was the right turn to try it. Like, this is now a turn when they would like to start moving forward, right? They do not want to, in their ideal world, stay in their half at the start of turn 6. And with 3 corners of the cage tagged, and only 1 reroll, I do think they've got some decisions to make, yeah. So that ends up being the blitz, which I'm okay with, because that's a blitz on a regular lineman, rather than something more interesting. I thought about it, Thule, and the reason I didn't was because of this guy, to be absolutely honest. And maybe I should have been braver. Maybe that was a turn to really go everything in. I did think about it, and maybe I will come to think that was a mistake. I think it's a very fair question, and I don't know if I was right to not. They're not moving though, so we will find out if I was right or not that they are bothered about staying in their half into turn 6, because they are staying in their half. They're going to have another go at the tree. They're going to knock the tree down, which does give them more options for next turn in terms of where to go. Dodge the dwarf, as if. I don't hate this, because now that guard is off to the side. In some ways I think it was better where it was. Oh, we love that. We love it when the tree stands up. That will not happen in the real games. I'll say that confidently now. When we get to the real games, that tree's going to be like, no. So. Don't love this, but again, with only 1 reroll, neither of those has block. I think that's okay. I think this is an all man's turn. I'm just trying to work out where the blitz is. Do we go for the catcher? And if we do go for it, who do we go for it with? Do we just go for it with the wrestle? I think we do want to go for the catcher. It's the fastest piece. We could make it a 3 dice. Problem with that is we're then costing ourselves players who can be somewhere else. I think maybe we do that anyway. Okay. It's not what we wanted, but we take it. Where are they going to go here? They're going to come this way, aren't they? They're going to come this way. So we double tag that. Keep you free in the middle. The obvious blitz target here is the guard catcher. The only good thing for us here is that you can't blitz that guard catcher with a tackle mighty blow. You have to do it with one of these unless you're planning on dodging before doing the blitz. Thanks, Zerimal. And well done, many years too late, on your incredible defensive 110 that I only saw the other day. Yeah, so that is the blitz I would have gone for. I think that was the right blitz. It wasn't with the tackle mighty blow, but they got the result anyway, so can't complain too much. We've definitely had the better dice so far, so we will use the apothecary. It's only badly hurt. It's an easy decision. We're on turn 6 now, so they've really got to think about, are they trying to move forward here? That's a different time, much worse now. I'm not sure if you forget those sorts of moves. It was an incredible play, like genuinely incredible. Really fun to watch. And this is the problem with when you get basey with Wood Elves. Well, we're down 3 for the drive, but we are on turn 6. And we got at least one of those coming back. One is on a KO. 1 week to go until Thulian Bowl. I was like, wait, have I submitted a roster? I'm like, I have submitted a roster. I have done that. Oh yeah, that would have been that would have almost been like such a sad play to, like, if you were only streaming some of the time and you did that on a game off stream, you'd be like, no, I want everyone to see this. I'm like torn between really looking forward to Thulian Bowl and also being very aware of how much I'm going to get crushed by really good coaches at Thulian Bowl. It's like a who's who of like top Team England players and Team Scotland players. But whatever happens at Thulian Bowl, I get to hang out at the Cauliflower Castle for a weekend, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we are still not moving forward on turn 6. Are knocking the tree over again. So good news, we are slowing them down. Bad news, they are finally getting that attrition, which could end up deciding the drive. We'll see. And even if the drive could decide the game, because it's not just one drive, is it? Okay, they're leaving this for us to block, which I think is smart. Ah, third time unlucky. Fair enough. Now, here's the thing. Turn 7 coming up. You can't go very far. You can't go very far. You can go a little bit more far, but still not that far. So we're really looking at the pieces that can go a long way this turn, I think is the way to think about this. This guard is an annoying square for us. I don't know how easy we can block it away. I think we're going to have to dodge off this. Don't think we're going for the ball. They are now definitely wanting to come this way, I think. Do we hit this and chain push? Won't do a huge amount for us. I know, Ross, I know. I know. Someone moves at the door. I know. Woof. Woof, woof. Woof. Well, this is good. If this had been a knockdown, I might have been going for more hits, but it wasn't a knockdown. Okay. So now I've got to do dodges here for sure. Good. Is there any temptation just to tag that catcher? Because then they've got, like, either got to blitz that or they've got to do the... Well, no, probably not. Probably it's better just to go here. It's better just to go there, I think. This gets really well. This will get blitzed if it goes here. On the other hand, at least you've got to go quite a long way to hit it, and you want to be moving forward. Let's go there. Woof, woof, woof. Woof, woof. Okay, so it did not go for the wall answer. I think that was probably right because they had to get forward and that would have been a long way around. Now they have got a gap, but it's not a big gap for players who aren't that fast. That is a scoring threat. That one is fast and is a scoring threat. Hey, Hyperbrain. I'm really pleased people enjoyed the drawcast. It was a lot of fun. Had some shoes to fill coming in for Adam Savage though. Looking forward to doing the real thing as well. In studio. In just over a month. Ball comes through. We're going to see some rushes, I think. No rushes. This is... Okay, the rush is going to come at the end here. Is this going to be safe? Well, we'll find out, won't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the ball carrier can get there with 2 rushes next time. Okay, so we're just going to stick some guard on this to make this harder. I mean, it's definitely not going to be really safe because that will just be the option of going for this. But that's only a 1 dice. This hasn't got block. May end up being the best option now they've slammed that guard in there.
Touchdowns are coming. Studio Wizard has promised me at least one more before I listen.
Makes it a little bit harder. Rushes went well from there at the end. We have to take that block now. We need to not kill that square. That's a 5+ in there. Wait, do we need to go in there? No, we kind of do. We need to fill that. Maybe it's the leap player. Oh, I stuffed it a little bit. I think I should have thought longer there. I think I could have done the leap over the top here. I think I rushed that play thinking this was easier to get into than it is. Might have made a mistake. Okay, well we can still do it. Just do it for you coming all the way around. Or we just accept the uphill into a 1 dice. Not into 1 dice because of that. Yeah, I think I've stuffed this a little bit. We do the jump over to here. It's a 4+ for the 1 dice. Got the reroll for it. Or we do this. And then we can go 1 dice into 1 dice. 1 dice into red dice. This is a 5+, but it has got... I really wish I'd slowed this down because I could have used this wall answer. Not help myself. Is there any other way? It's the guard that makes this tricky. I guess the other way is to not go for the ball. Which maybe is the correct way. Sad though that sounds, maybe that is the correct way. Two into one. Well, it's not great. That's really not great. Are we saving it for the 110? Maybe we should have done. We aren't.
Well, I could start my own team. You only need 1,000,000.
Think I could have played that turn better. Hey, Indware. Yeah, I think maybe that was what I should have done, Christopher. And I think I should have slowed down much more than I did at the start of that turn. And that's always a good lesson. Like key turns, don't rush yourself. You've got a time bank for a reason. And I think because I took that block right away with this wall answer, I actually cost myself options that were better than what I did. Having said that, there are dice to roll here. There are dice to roll here. The tree getting up and getting here was definitely helpful. Dizzy! Hey, Dizzy.
What was your favorite moment of a Black Bowl play?
After scoring my first touchdown, see, I just ripped the head off this kid, split changing rules before the game. So just for fun, I shoved the ball down his throat, and then popped his whole body into the end zone. Said it was classified as a catch, so I scored a touchdown.
Sorry, I'm quiet because I'm like really interested, like watching this. Like I feel like there is a way through here. I do feel like there's a way through for capture notes here, and I haven't quite worked it out in my own head yet, and so I'm curious watching him come up with it. But I do feel like there's a way through here. Okay, so that is not a knockdown, and won't get surfed because there's no one to surf it. That's good. It means you've still got this hit free, which I guess is what you're... Yeah, so now you've got 2 dice here, and then you use the catcher to block that one. Nicely done. Nicely done. Yeah, found a good solve. Yeah.
He seems a little stuck.
The attacker has an assist.
That's good enough. You've got block. So now it's just 2 rushes. Really well done by Captain Notes. I think I made a mess that last turn. I think I could have done that much better. I think I could have made that harder. I think I got too fixated on the sack. And I probably should have not tried for the sack at all. And I should have played the whole turn differently. But Captain Oates had some really rotten dice at the start of that drive and fixed it really well. So my cap is doffed to Captain Oates for the good solve. Maybe Thelian, but part of me thinks I really just genuinely should have, like, I think that's one of those turns where I don't do this enough. Like, I think maybe, like, the actual just elf scream was the right answer. Like, completely stop thinking about the hits, make the screen first, then take your blitz afterwards. Because at that point, you've got edge 3 players who've got to go through. They're kind of tucked into the corner here. If I blitz the catcher instead of the mighty bow piece on this side, they didn't have many places to go because they're not fast. I think I got too fixated on the ball and not enough on what my opponent had to do. Like up and uphill could easily have worked, right? Like maybe that just works and I take the ball and I run off and score. But I actually think that for making the stop, that might have been a turn when I should have just gone to the elf screen. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. How reasonable was the 1 turn? Not unreasonable, but I have used all my rerolls, which makes it a lot less likely to come off. Like the guard helps, the frenzy helps. Got some things that help, and the thrower helps. Don't normally like the thrower that much, but they do help for the 1 turn. I think they've kind of forced us to go this way. We could try and do the frenzy hit first and not. I think with the 3 in a line like this, maybe it's supposed not to. Hitting here and not that there. Maybe it's best to do the frenzy line. I need to do some 1 turn homework. That is definitely true. That is definitely on my agenda for before I do my real thing. I need to do some 1 turn homework because I have not freshened up on it in a while. Hit here, push. I think that's probably the right way to do it. Get the flanks that need to go on the line. Bop, bop, bop. Next hit from here. 3rd hit. We actually have quite a lot of options. First square. Hang on, have we got a lot of options? I think so. I think it's okay. Don't want to use all my time bank. Well, that's going to make it a lot harder. We got... Oh, it's still perfect. What was it before? Was it not perfect conditions? The screen colour change makes me think it wasn't perfect conditions before. Oh, it was very sunny, and I had no idea because I often don't in Blood Bowl 3. I mean, this makes it a lot harder. We probably should throw the pass first because it's so far. Yeah.
Quick and easy.
Because if we do it after the push, it's got further to go. Normally I would not want to throw that pass first, but with no rerolls, we were going to make the pass harder as soon as we started pushing, so it was right to do the push first, the pass first. It's a shame because it means you don't get to do the puzzle part, which is what I was more interested in. I was more interested to try the puzzle part and see if I could work it out. Because I think I had, but I'm not sure if I had. But yeah, with no rerolls, I didn't want to do rushes on the thrower. And if I had done even a single push forward on the catcher, then it became a 5+ pass instead of a 4+ pass. So I think it was right to do the pass first. Seems right in my head. I think with this being a practice game, there's kind of no reason not to try to play for a win. So even from 1-0 down here, we'll go for the quicker score if we can get it. Obviously, like that's all like if we can. But yeah, like I think we try for the quicker score and see if we can force a turnover rather than playing for a draw. It's going to be a really interesting question in the tournament itself because obviously, like in the group stage, 3 points for a win compared to 1 point for a draw does make playing for a win like a thing you're incentivized to do anyway. So yeah, I think there's a good chance we'll be doing a bit of that anyway, but definitely here I think it's more helpful to me as a coach to try to play for a win. Extra reroll? Very welcome, given that's what we're trying to do. Where's up there? Here, actually now we should flip those two. Because getting rid of the throw would definitely be good. There we go. Oh, they got the Apo still. At least it's used. That's got to be a no-brainer. What? Why wouldn't you use the Apo? You might have another offensive... I'm hoping to give you another offensive drive. Why do you not want sure hands? Okay, well that now makes this strip ball piece even more valuable to protect. Very confused by the non-Apo use there. I would definitely want to use the Apo in that position. I'm going to run that through. I only used 1150 through the end. I think this is exactly my roster for Samain, but -1 skill. We technically Yale's got 1160, but if you take this build with the thrower, you don't use it all. Is it safe enough? Do we hand it off? Don't I hate handing it off? Except I haven't selected hand off, so I can't. I think we're okay, yeah. It's not being in a square that I can get a free block off. Yeah, leader thrower. The always divisive leader thrower. Is it better just to have the extra catches and fewer rerolls, or is it better to have the rerolls, but you have to put up with the terrible leader thrower? Who knows? That's what I've gone with. Yeah, that was always me. Let's lucky on removal. But yeah, I'm really surprised they didn't Apo the thrower, because now my strip ball is in play. Like if I get another defensive drive, strip ball is in play, which it hasn't been on the first drive. Tree root is great.
Oh dear, from pitch assassin to lowly houseplant.
I think my ideal scoring turns are either like 12 or 13, because that gives like a sense of time pressure to them on scoring as well as not getting turned over to score. 3 turns is a bit tight to get the turnover and score, especially if you then get unlucky and get a timeout. But obviously if you score on 12, that gives them that extra turn. Like 5 turns, a lot better for their offense than 4. But somewhere in there is a sweet spot. See, the actual best thing about having a Frenzy War Dancer is I think people just forget about it a lot. Like, I think this situation here, Captain Oates, has just forgotten that we have Frenzy. I could be wrong. Perhaps this is all intended, but I think they've just forgotten. But we've powered it anyway. Boo.
You're just too fast. Break some legs, please. It's too speedy for my eyes.
It's back to front. I want to be blocking with you and dodging with you, but there you go. It's happened in so many contexts now. Like, Jimmy forgot that I had Frenzy in Super League on like consecutive turns, which was amazing. My last opponent at Euro Open forgot that I had Frenzy and I surfed an orc on like turn 3. People do just forget it. I wonder if I should be more aggressive there and taking this space. I wonder if I should be more aggressive, because now these stuns are going to push us back a bit. Might have been a mistake. I think in general my offense is definitely still weaker than my defense.
They are down and surrounded by the opposing team.
Weirdly, this catcher is doing a job because I don't want to free it up. I don't... They might foul it, but if they're fouling it, it's pretty much got to be this guy, because there's no halfling on the pitch, and you don't want to do it with these guys. Offense is hard. Thank you, Thelian. I'm glad you're saying it too. Offense is hard. Like, it looks easy because you've got elves and they can all 2+ at stuff, and if you watch K-Folk, obviously, then it is easy. But for us mortals... This looks like a foul. No. Okay. Oh, they haven't blitzed yet? Okay, yeah, it's definitely a foul. That makes more sense. Okay. Not ideal. None of that ideal. If this moves out of the way, then the dodge is 3+. We don't want to do. So I think we're coming this way. Oh.
That's a good choice for this one.
Let's take a quick look at that thing. It's the unmistakable sign. Player's eyes rolling up into his head. For some time.
Oops. Wrong way. It's not great. It's not great. Maybe it was worth a reroll. I didn't. Good thing is these aren't fast. Bad thing is, neither are we apparently. That is a very bad snake. That is probably GG. But we shall see. Without the snake, the plan was get that there, and then this is going to do probably 2 rushes to sit here, and then we're dodging that on 3+2+. Like, none of it is individually that unlikely. But snakes happen. I think I should have pushed. I think turn 10, I should have taken this space. I think I was too... the turn when I could have served this and didn't because I rolled the POW. I think that was the turn to take this space. I think staying back here was silly because I just allowed them to rescreen in front of us, which then made me do a slightly more forced turn this turn.
It's just war. You see that?
So I think on both offense and defense, there's definitely turns where I'm like, yeah, I can see mistakes I'm making. Is the point of practice. There's a turnover, so you want to reroll that. Just a push, it's good. But does still clear the ball.
Look at all those men sitting down. There'll be trouble with the unions in this camp.
Catch a pickup, I guess. Can I do a 3+ dodge and then a 3+ pickup? Fails dodge. Okay, we might have a chance yet. Might have a chance yet. We do need to hit this, which is not entirely straightforward. That there. Or there, we can hit this one with wrestle. The scatter is a risk. It means we still have our blitz after, which is nice. I'm not falling because I don't want to scatter it. Oh, damn it. That's not what we wanted. Okay, well, that's definitely not what we wanted. Okay, well, on we go. One step at a time. Oh, this really is the worst square it could be in, isn't it? Because we have to do... We would do that, I guess. Hope it's a POW. If not, we might have to do a 3-bus pickup. I think it's a 3-bus pickup. Oh, we got Frenzy. I forgot Frenzy. So it's not a 3-bus pickup. We have lost a square of movement. It's its own challenge. Got Frenzy myself, having said one of the advantages of Frenzy is your opponent forgets Frenzy, then I forgot Frenzy. Okay, the ball is not very safe, but it is a dodge at least they've got to do. Do we get this anywhere better, or this one? We need to try, so I think we have to take this first. Fine.
I should probably say something meaningful to all our cabal vision.
Very good.
Split.
4+ dodge that way. We snatch you up. Or 3+, 2+, 2, 2. Probably better. We have dodge, so fingers crossed. Nice. We're getting hit, but that stops the tackle Mighty Blow from having an easy path forward answer. Yeah, guard is... This is the thing, like, it was a really tough decision, Thulian, because guard obviously cost me 2 primary skills. And K-Vote, who obviously knows a thing or two, he was like, yeah, I just like skills on linemen. I think they do a lot of work. And I think he's right, like, dodge linemen are really good. But guard catchers are also really good. So, I don't know, like, I think maybe it was wrong to do it, but I think the argument for either is there, isn't it?
Hey, Jim. How many halflings does it take to change a candle in a lantern?
Well, they're very short, so maybe quite a few.
Mighty Blow on alignment. Love your thought process, Strawberry. Could have been Mighty Blow on a war dancer, that was an option. Mighty Blow on alignment would have been a brave choice. Face Mighty Blow dancer in Athens was terrifying. I totally get why people would go for Mighty Blow war dancers. They are good. I just think you lose you lose utility because you're then giving up either the tackle or frenzy, depending which of those two you prefer, but you're giving up the utility somewhere. 2 rerolls. Do you put it in here knowing there's a decent chance I'm going to score anyway? Because you haven't got amazing recovery. Like, who's picking this up afterwards for you if you get it down? Troll Slayer's based. Human's based. On the other hand, you might kill a war dancer.
Aim for the ball carrier. Take them down.
Goes for the killer war dancer. Does not kill it. But Scatter is pretty good for them.
What you'd expect.
And then less good. Okay. Hopefully we can do something with that. I think I wouldn't have rerolled there. Like, obviously, like, the reward of removing a war dancer can be huge, but I think I wouldn't have because you didn't have the recovery. But I definitely understand the wanting to. And there's still a chance it'll work, right? There's still a chance here that I don't pick this up. So... What is the correct way to do this? I have to roll two pluses somewhere. Rush with you and rush with you is probably the correct one. Probably. Then we need to make sure we're doing. Well, hang on. No, why would we rush when we can just use that? If we're not picking up on that, which I think we're not. And that's definitely going, isn't it? So. I think we do want to do this with a wrestle because, well, So that way we don't do a rush now. But if we roll the 1 in 9, yeah, we probably do that and re-roll it, don't we? Yeah, if there's a 1 in 9, we re-roll it. I think that's the play. Yeah, fine. Okay, so we do now have to do the 2+ dodge off tackle, which we are obviously not thrilled about. I actually wonder if I separate these two rolls, because we've got the movement anyway. Good. Okay, so I said 12 or 13 was our target. We scored on 13, means we've got 3 turns to turn them over and try to win. They've got 4 turns to try to score. Was not a direct path to what we wanted, and we did get another KO, but I'll take having a chance. Having a chance is good. It's a bit of a sad set of choices on who goes on middle line here, isn't it? It's probably guard catcher. Guard catcher, no, it's probably leader thrower. Guard's too useful now. 2 rerolls for 4 turns. It's better than nothing. At least you have to use 2 players to hit that. I feel that you're just cheering against war dancers now, Strawberry. I feel like you're just cheering against war dancers. Does the halfling come on for the brave halfling throw play? No, it doesn't. So there's no throw teammate action happening. We get another free reroll, so even if they do take out our leader thrower, we're going to have plenty of rerolls. We both have assistant coaches. I was thinking, did my assistant coach help? And it did, but also they had one, so... Yes, thank you, Thelian. I have that issue. It's actually, honestly, Thelian, can I be, like, totally truthfully, like, it's one of the reasons why I think I want to start, definitely against, like, coaches who I feel like are okay with it. I want to start asking for the clock on tabletop, even though I feel like a jerk doing it, because I feel like I rush myself a lot on tabletop because I worry about time so much, and, like, whether or not we're actually in time trouble, just having the clock lets me, like, feel secure in my choice of, like, I can take some time here. Like, it's what it actually, like, does for me, is, like, relax me. So yeah, I've got one coming today, so hopefully I'll have it for the salmon. I figured your tournament has enough toxic elite that people will understand and won't mind me asking for it. Yeah, I have that one, Collie, which I have used before, but I worry about my phone battery all the time, and that one is the main problem, so... They didn't fail the pickup. I was really hoping to fail the pickup with just the one reroll and no sure hands, but obviously would have been very unlucky for them if they had. So we are on 8, they are on 11. It's not the optimal number of elves, but for a short drive, maybe it'll work. I say that, we might be on 7 in a second, they've still got a block to take. Lindsay will give them another go, and then they can have a go at that one. Okay, doesn't move that, so we are on 8.
Their players are all short. Oh no, my mistake. He's on the ground.
That's why I travel with a power brick. I always just forget to like find and charge my power brick. I do have one. The other thing with the Blood Bowl Coaching Assistant app clock is that I actually need to use the app half the time to check things like knuckle tables.
I've got my pretty squid burger and my XXXL size cheese shake. Let's watch some football.
Good screening from Captain Oates. Hasn't given me a quick route through. We absolutely do need to get someone forward this turn because there has to be some forward pressure here, I think. My instinct is that the strip ball stays back and the other war dance goes forward. I think that feels like the right way around. Can send this forward as well. Or do we keep both war dances back for now? No, I think they've sent too forward. We got her. I think before we roll some dice here. So they aren't just stood next to each other. Do we? Do we really do that? It's definitely a better square for it. God, unfortunately, has to protect the war dancer here. The last two signups have to fight in the car park the remaining space. I'll bring the popcorn. Listen, I thought people were saying you had to fight cauliflower, which, let's be frank, if anyone's fighting cauliflower, they're losing.
They can move over a third of the field in one burst of speed.
Protect your ankles. I've never played Collie in a real tournament, and it's like it's 6 games and not that many people, so I think there's like a decent chance I'm going to play Collie for the first time. We did have our practice games the other day.
A great game so far. So we have downed, and it'll pick up any second. I promise.
Goes to the guard catcher. Seems like a smart one to go for. Easy to ice hit. Good piece. I wish I could have protected that turn, but I couldn't. Oh, doesn't die. That's good. This has been a fun game. I've enjoyed it. I think there are things I could have done better, but I think it's been a fun, interesting game of Blood Bowl. Using the guard well here, creating a screen so that the war dancer can't easily come around and get the one dice. Well, that's strength 2, so I guess 1 dice is maybe more possible. But there's a few dice to roll for it. Cheeky dwarf dodge. Don't like that at all. That's bad for me. This is tough. This is tough. I really want to go for the ball this turn to give myself the best chance of getting it and doing something with it, but I'm not seeing it. So we might just have to put some things in front and give ourselves one more go next turn. But it's this. Keep you here because the middle is good for you. I'd really like you to fall over. Those two to go in front. Is it enough? Probably not. I need to keep both of these in scoring range, otherwise they can just take out my scoring threat. That is technically in scoring range. Might be as good of a scoring range as I can have because I want to keep it close enough to do stuff. Really would have loved to power on this, keep this on its feet. But I didn't think I could reroll for it. Maybe I should have rerolled for it. I have 4 rerolls. It's just that if you reroll into a double skull, it becomes an incredibly bad play. But maybe I should have rerolled that one. Maybe I should have had the courage of the game state and the 4 rerolls. No, Hargrim. That sounds bad. Just a push there's good for us.
I've always been a fan. It's a rather fetching lamentation.
That's good. Got to take those upsides where we can find them. And then you can show off all your painting in our in my Discord. and everyone can tell you how great it is. So, you know, lots of upsides,
Quite a
really.
few of the opposition surrounding that area.
What a tryhard. Practicing for the world champs. Losing, probably. It's been a really fun game. It's been really interesting. It's reminding me how much I just like this kind of play more than I like ladder play, so. Oh, well done. Capture notes. Have they forgotten about the time bank? This does not look like it's a good capture notes. Capture notes! Capture notes! What have you done? What have you done? I mean, they have now given me a dilemma, because I think I need to do the 3+ with you. There's a scoring threat. And say, red dice. I have to go for this with strip ball, don't I? Like I just do. So it has to be a 3+, 2+. Really, I want to hit it from here, so it can go over there, which is a few 3s. At which point, given I've got the reroll anyway, am I leaping? This can dodge out to recover. So I think we are... New bed can make scatters harder. Maybe it's just this one. 3. Is there a dodge here regardless? No. I think it's that. Okay, we got there. No power, but we have got strip ball. We don't want to follow because we don't want to catch it. Oh, we based it and they still caught it anyway. Well, at least I did the right thing. Okay, so we now can't win, sadly. That's a bit of a sad way to not win. But it can happen. That's one dice. Probably just standing up. Doing that. Is that in range? Yes, it is, annoyingly, so I can't easily get both of these. You stay where you are. We try to get this out. That's a bit of a lucky, unlucky ending for us, but what can you do? Hey, Captain Oates. I mean, I guess I could have gone for the 1 dice and pushed you this way. Like, you had the guard on this side, I could have gone for the 1 dice and done that to make sure there was no scatter. But the problem is there, like, if it scatters this way, we haven't really got a path to it either. So I think we had to just risk that. It wasn't great for us, but... Oh, well, it's a draw anyway. 1 in 9 for Captain Oates. Thanks for the game, Captain Oates. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Thought you did really well after some rough dice at the start of your offensive drive. Definitely a few like learning points for me in there, so yeah, it was fun. fun introduction to the map, either. I enjoy this form of Blood Bowl so much more. You've got teams that are sort of balanced. Obviously, there's never like perfect balancing across tiers, and you're not worried about oh, is this player going to die and not come back next game? It's just a good board game, which I like. It's just a good board game online. I mean, I say that I really enjoy the ZFL wackiness as well. I just don't like ladder. What I'm trying to say is I don't like the regular open ladder, whereas these versions are both in different ways very fun. But yeah, thank you for the game. It was a fun one. I reckon I'll stick that on YouTube. I wasn't sure at the start if it was going to be YouTube stuff or not, this content, but I think it's interesting, right? Like it's fun Blood Bowl to watch. It's fun to play, so hopefully it's fun to watch. So yeah, if you're watching on YouTube and you enjoy this sort of Blood Bowl, let me know in the comments, as well as hitting that like and subscribe.